Chaos Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here goes another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She said, what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Man, that doctor has some bad habits. Bye-ya, bye-ya, bye-ya. Orale, you can tell by that thumbnail right there. Botched. B-O-T, however the fuck you spell it. Chotched, right? That chick is botched, eh? You know what I mean? Hey, keep it real. And in Menudo Style in direct fashion, we're going to get into it because you guys see the thumbnail, the wobble, the light as a feather, stiff as a board, right? And that's the reason why a lot of these females, man, are going out of their way to get with this trend, right? And it's been happening for a while, man, for a very long time. But I'm just now starting to notice that they're going, but they're not coming back. And it's a serious situation, not to be taken lightly and not to be made fun of and then taken, light of. But it's something that I wanted to talk about today because it crossed my plate and I was like, you know what? So there's a whole lot of fucking mobilization going on here. The BBL, the Brazilian butt lift, right? It's what they call it, you know? I notice a lot of Mexicana women are trending that way. Not only them, there's a lot of other women, but I'm speaking specifically to the gente when I say why. If you were born like this, then I understand that there's females that are very self-conscious and maybe they want to impress guys or they want to impress their man or their man got a little feria, so he's willing to shell out a little 10,000 or whatever it takes to go get this done. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with these women wanting to look a certain way or wanting to feel good about themselves. A little exercise goes a long way. But some of these females have decided that if for no other reason, they don't want to trend that way. They want to trend towards the trend, right? And they want to go get their shit lifted up and spread sideways. And between you and me and a lot of other men, man, we kind of laugh about it. We kind of laugh about it because you could tell, You could tell from 2 miles away. So it's like, look at that. Hey, so what is that? The fuck? I don't know, I think they took foot out of her fucking heel bone to put in there. You know what I mean? They took flesh and, I don't know what they did. They took her damn foot and stuck it up her ass. Now, when it first started this trend, a lot of these females were going to private doctors and great doctors, man, and getting procedures done. And, I'm not here to give medical misinformation. All I'm going to say is they were coming out all right. You couldn't really tell. There's some people that don't go too far, just enough to give them that lift, to lift their spirits. It makes them feel good about themselves. And so be it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like a fucking paisita walking into a club with the hyena with the BBL. He feels all proud and shit. He says, I did that, eh? It only cost me 6,000. Wow. Bang, bang. Right? He's all happy. But something's happening, gente. I'm going to tell you what's happening. Is a lot of these women are going to different countries to get these procedures done without doing the due diligence and the due process of checking into it. They're so hyphy, and I've seen females work 2-3 jobs just to get the money to save up to go take care of themselves. Now, hey, I gotta respect that. I gotta respect the hustle. A female that would go, get 2 or 3 jobs and put a little savings to the side and take care of her own shit. That's an independent woman. That's a Beyonce type, to the left type woman that doesn't need a man to fulfill her fantasies, that will go out and do her own thing. That's righteous and commendable and respectful. But at the same time, these females need to understand, man, that you got to take cautious steps when you go to get these procedures done, because I'm going to tell you what's happening nowadays. And it's not really spoken on, but I'm going to speak on it because that's what I do right here on Gunners Collective. I keep it real, right? There's a lot of females that are going out of their way to go out of these countries or to these other countries because it's cheaper. It's cheaper to keep her. Now, trip out. Hey, same thing with me. If I go to Costco and something costs $4.99, but if I go to the Stater Brothers and it costs $2.99, guess where I'm going? I'm going to try to save $1 or $2 because it's worth it to me to take that extra ride, but I'm not realizing I'm wasting more gas going across town, and at the end of the day, it damn near cost me $6.99. Pensa la tira. I'm a baboso, right? I didn't pay attention, and that's what's happening with these women. It's costing them a lot more than they think. They might go to get a procedure done in California and say it costs 10,000. Wow. You know what I mean? Bow, wow, wow, to the yo, yip, yay, right? And they're going to go get that done. Or they might slide over to, say, Mexico or wherever the fuck else they go. There's other countries that are providing these procedures. And they slide over there, and guess what happens? So that's okay, we'll give it to you for $4,300. And by the time they take their flight and they get over there and they're about 12,000 in, and then the recovery, and then guess what happens? They never come back. they go MIA, missing in action, because what women don't understand is there's a lot more that goes into it than this procedure and the practice license act of whoever's doing this procedure. But there's a big aftercare package that's involved, man. They got to take care of themselves. You can't just go in there overweight. So get oompa loompa doopity dee. Give me an ass for 2,000 or 3, right? You can't. It doesn't work like that. You know, you have to take care of yourselves, because a lot of the women nowadays that are going are they're getting unalived, right? And it's not because of the procedure itself. In some cases, it may be. You know, maybe it's botched. Maybe this doctor that's performing this procedure doesn't know exactly what he's doing or doesn't have the credentials to perform it. Or maybe they're just not taking good care of themselves, or whatever medicines that are used or whatever that's going into this whole thing is not the right shit. You know, when you're going to a different country to have procedures done, or you're going to another place, you have to pay real close attention to who's doing it. If you understand the language, if there's a language barrier, you take people with you to look after you, to guide you. A lot of these women are going by themselves or just with a homegirl, man. And guess what's happening in these other countries? They're getting played out of their pockets. They're getting jacked for whatever they got, and they're getting cement injected in their asshole. And it's just an ugly situation. You know, and people are not really paying attention to exactly what's going on, because they put their confidence and their money and everything that they have into the outcome without looking at the income. The income is what's going on before this and even after this. You know, they see TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and all these women that have these perfect bodies, supposedly, and they want to be like them. They want to be like Mike. You know, they believe they can fly too, like an R. Kelly song. But let me tell you what it is in real life. What it is a lot of botchery going on, a lot of trickery, hickory dickory dock, and a lot of treachery. Because at the end of the day, more and more young women are succumbing to the aftercare procedure. They're succumbing to what's going on. You know, and no one's talking about it. No one cares. No one seems to care. Up another babosa, she went. What happened to her? So I don't know. They fucking put something in her ass and that was it, eh? Well, look, the whole point is to go feel good about yourself. But if you feel like, hey, something's wrong, you got to trust your gut instinct and understand that not everything is what it's cracked up to be. Not everything is what you believe it can be. Let me tell you a story. So I got a homeboy, right? Got a homeboy, and he has a homegirl. And his homegirl, she's been saving and saving and saving. And this just recently happened. She's been saving her feria. And she, independent woman, gotta respect that. You know, she's like, hey, I'm gonna go get this thing done, this procedure done down in Mexico. I found it a little bit cheaper than, you know, it's cheaper to keep her. I found it a little bit cheaper than it is over here. So the homeboy was concerned, and he said, yeah, you know, just pay attention, take someone with you. He was more concerned with the fact that if she goes over there to get it, you know, is she going to have anyone with her? Because we all hear the stories about the kidnappings. We hear the stories about women being held for ransom, getting snatched up off the streets, all the sex trafficking and all that goes on, right? And quietly as it's kept, she said, no, I've looked into it. I've done my due diligence. I've been paying attention to what's going on. This procedure takes this long. This is the aftercare. I'll be here for this many months. I'll be flying back on this date. And so the homeboy stood in contact with her just to make sure she was all right. The procedure went as follows, but she got a lot more done than she put on or made to believe that she was going to have done, you know, because that's what happens with a lot of these women. They go for one little procedure and decide, fuck it, Hans, lift them. You know what I mean? But can I get my ears pinned back too? And so, see this nose? It's all crooked. I said, boom. You know what I mean? Kapow. They get it snapped back into place. They go do a lot more things than they say they're going to initially do. And what happened with this girl is, you know, she got her procedure done or whatever. The homeboy was in contact with her, making sure everything was all right because he was concerned. You know, he was concerned not necessarily with how that ass is going to look when she's done, because I was scared, I'm trying to wear that out way. But what he was more concerned with was just how well she was doing. And, you know, the homeboy told me she was in a groggy state and you know, she wasn't feeling comfortable. She wasn't feeling good. I understand that. You have a big procedure like that, and it is a big procedure, quietly as it's kept. You have something done like that, you're not going to be feeling too good. You're going to be medicated up. You're just not going to be in your right state of mind. You need rest. You need a lot of rest and rehabilitation. And so this was going on. And quietly as it's kept, you know, the homeboy was in communication daily or every other day, as much as he could be. And then she was supposed to fly back this month on a certain date, and that never happened. She never flew back. She never caught that plane. Things didn't go as planned. You know, she succumbed to her procedure, man. She's unalived, right? And that took a big blow on the homeboy's psyche, but at the same time, he was also like, wow, I can't believe it. Because we had talked about this prior. You know, I had discussed it with one of the homies, like, damn, bro, I wonder if, you know, she's going to make it, eh? Because things are getting real skeptical nowadays. See, that's what they're not putting in the brochure of exactly how to take care of yourself after, exactly what you're going to do. Or some of the women are not following these proper steps. They're just so happy to get fucking, you know, whatever it is injected in their ass that they're not paying attention to taking care of themselves, you know? The exercise and the preparation that goes into it, they're fine with that. They have to be a certain way. They have to go there and all these different things, you know, that go into it. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. Like I said, I'm not giving medical advice. All I'm saying is that these females go, you know, unaware, not totally aware. And I'm not saying this happens in all cases, because there are some women that are smart enough to understand and do their due diligence and pay attention to what the fuck is being said around them. And they come back and everything's good. But for the most part, this woman obviously didn't, man, or something went totally wrong. Now, there's a disease that's running around Mexico right now that's affecting a lot of these women that are getting these procedures done. And I'm not going to speak on the exact pronunciation of it, but let's just say that it's eating their ass alive. And, you know, they're getting infected. They're just not coming back right. And if it doesn't take your life, or if it doesn't affect you in that adverse way, you know, which is the ultimate, you pay the ultimate price. Now they got your money and they got your soul. What happens is people come back, and over time, you know, their ass starts to drop. Ass drop. Orderly guard. They're dropping, right? I'm dropping like it's hot, dropping like, it's not, right? And a lot of the guys, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to tell you right now, locker room talk. Back in the days, or not even back in the days, just a few months ago, 6-7 months, motherfuckers was in the club looking like, damn, homie, her shit dropped, right? You could tell. You could tell when there's been a botched procedure. You could tell when someone in haste went, they went too fast, you know? In life, if you move too fast, that's why I say move smooth with a purpose. You got to move smooth with that purpose. You can't move too fast and just, you know, you got to have delayed gratification skills to obtain them things you want in life, right? Them yams. Because if you keep going too fast and you know, just jump into something that you're unaware of, you're going to get the unawareness, right? The unawareness is, we're unaware of that, an ass or not, right? And then she's going to get a Zackery disease. You guys want to know what a Zackery disease is? Her face look exactly like her ass, right? And ta fea. That's just what it is, man. It's not a funny matter, because there's a lot of young raza, a lot of young women, Latina women that are coming up short, man. I'm starting to see that trend. See, we're going from the BBL trend to the trend of no more. What's going on here? You know, and a lot of the guys, man, to be honest with you females, we just sit back and we laugh, because you could tell, you know what I mean? Them legs don't match. Them hips are about as fucking skinny as your fingertips. And it's just a bad look all the way around. Now, I'm not encouraging anyone to go try this out or discouraging anyone. Do what you're going to do, boo-boo. Go handle your business. But at the end of the day, just remember, all natural, ain't nothing like it, brother. You know what I mean? The wind blows. But it's something that's happening. And it's starting to happen to women that are getting a lot younger and a lot younger. You know, they can't wait to hit 21 years old or 18 years old to go get this procedure. I don't know about you, but everything I've heard and seen in life, you know, most women are not even at their tip-top shape. They're not even in their prime yet. But these women are so self-conscious, a lot of them, that they want to go do this. Now, to each their own. Women are independent, man. Independent creatures, and that's what we love about them. Go do your thing. Handle your business. Just please, coming from the gun, man, look into these things, because there's been a lot of cases of women not coming back happy. When you go into these other countries to get these procedures done, not only do you have to worry about, you know, if this doctor is certified or if everything is righteous and clean and sterile, but you also have to worry about, you know, what's going on around you. You know, if people are really there, if it's a setup, you know, just to get your money, to take your money and inject you with the whole bag of cement, and now you got that big heavy ass, right? So I was kidding, I want that. You got that boom, boom, boom. Yes, you got that boom, boom, boom. And vatos are like, God damn, that shit was heavy, eh? I mean, it was real concretey, right? It felt like, so I was kidding, I don't know, it felt like I was fucking the Statue of Liberty. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of situations that are unbecoming that could happen. And I'm saying, I hope they don't, you know. It's a trend worldwide that's getting nastier and nastier. Now, not all procedures are like that. Some are on the up and up, man. And a lot of these women, as long as they feel good, they're happy, they got what they want, can't be mad at them, eh? You know, if they worked hard for it, or if some fucking baboso, you know what I mean, tricked off. And, you know, because you got a lot of these playboys, a lot of these vatos, you know what I mean, they got hella feria. They're like, yeah, whatever you want, mija. And then you got a lot of good homeboys, righteous homeboys, that just want their old lady to be happy, homes. And then you got a lot of fucking vatos that are like, hell no, I ain't paying for that shit. That's on you, but I'm a bone though. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Women, take heed to the word. If you're doing it for yourself, righteously do that. If you're doing it to impress men, we're not impressed, eh? And I'm going to tell you right now on the frontline status, a lot of the men are not impressed because we laugh. All at the club is, look at him, he says, can you see that, eh? Look her shoes. She got that boom, boom, boom. She got that boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? But then in some cases, others are like, Gina, she did that, right? It all depends on how you take care of yourself after what's going on. But be aware, man, that there's a lot of women nowadays unaliving themselves or being unalived, right? Which is another word or a metaphor for, you already know what it is. Bye-bye. It's unfortunate. But like I said, man, the homeboy's homegirl never came back. This just recently happened within this month. And it's a dangerous situation. It's something that we need to not take light of, but pay attention to, gente. Help these young women that want to get these procedures. Help them to at least read up on it and to pay attention to what's going on. Because cheaper ain't always better. Let me tell you, man, sometimes you have to pay for what you weigh. Sometimes you have to pay properly and really, really read up on it, man, and pay attention. Because if you don't, it's going to be a bad situation. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. And it's more trending that way because it's becoming cheaper and cheaper. So let's get what once was 10,000, 11, 12,000. Now you can get it for 3,200. You know what I mean? All day. And, of course, like I said, if you could spend just a little bit less money, it's a lot more dangerous. You just have to, read up on it. Like I said, the homegirl ain't coming back. And, homies can never get her back, nor her ass. It's gone, both of them. And it's bad, man. It could just be a situation where, one little thing could happen, man, that didn't go the way it was planned. And that's it. We take our lives into our hands every day. We wake up, smell the air, and our life is in our hands. But if you have a chance to, read up on something or to really make yourself aware and to, make the odds go in your favor, why not? Don't be just so happy. Oh, I guess I got it. I got 3,300. I did it. I can do it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, Babos. Go. Shit, go. Go to Mexico and see what happens to you. There it is there. 2 out, you will not return. I'm just saying. And it's not always like that, man. Don't be scared off by my words. I'm just making light and shedding a light on what could happen. Think about everything in life. I could walk out right now and a penny can fall from the Empire State Building and hit me in the head. I'm not saying I live in New York City. I'm just saying it could fucking crack me in my head and that's it for me. So I was like, did you read up on that gun? I bet you didn't read up on that. Hell no, I didn't read up on that. I also didn't pay $3,600 for it. It just happened. I'm 1 penny away from disaster. I'm just saying, are you mere pennies away from disaster yourself? Think about it, man. You're seeing a lot of these botched things. You know what I mean? You see Kimkana? You see Kimkana? That's the curse right there. Eh? Her shit. Bang, bang. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming to you. And although I did it in a comedic style, it's a very serious matter. So pay attention. Again, this is not for medical purposes. I'm not here to encourage anyone or discourage anyone. I'm just here to shed a light on what's happening, man. I'm starting to notice the trend of a lot of people passing away because of this. A lot of young women. And Raza, we have to look out for our own, protect our women. And if anything, man, women need to be smart enough and understand that certain things are detrimental to your safety and security in your life, man. And just be aware, because I would hate to, have one of my homegirls come up short because she wanted to impress me or several other homeboys. Because to be honest with you, most men, they're not impressed. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the struggle, to strive, to struggle. I'm trending towards giving you guys the real. I'm trending towards all these different topics, man, because I think it righteously should be put out there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Watch it if you don't, or watch it if you do. You know what it is. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. And that's bring you guys the best possible content I can here on YouTube, man. Shout out and respects to all the channels, man. Make sure you tap into that boy Food and Felons. He's over there doing his thing with Ricky Ross, man. Stay tapped into the homie. The shit don't stop. Stay tapped into the Dubs and Dub S channel, man. The shit don't stop. Trap Outline Records. You know I got love for all the homies. The shit don't stop, homie. Not with the gun. Bang, bang. You know what it is, man. I got to maintain. How do I look? Fresh to death. Bang.